You're live.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Trapped in the Mists, a Curse of Strahd tale, hosted here on the RPG Storytelling Twitch, YouTube, Moonbeam channels. Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see everyone.
Good. Excited.
Very excited. We do not have a Riss with us tonight. Real life has gotten in the way, so we'll be running with this motley crew here for the moment, for the evening. But I'm catching the sunlight out of the corner of my eye. The sky is still bright where I am, and it's the first time it's been bright here in my current home while I'm playing D&D. So it's almost like my brain is like it should be night, and it's not. But yeah, welcome to everybody who's joining us live. I see you out there, and I appreciate it. If you earn channel points, I have over 55,000, but I can't use them because I make changes to the world anyway. I should use them on Mists of Gaia. But yes, those of you with channel points, redeem them. Make my Castlevania into What We Do in the Shadows, or Mists of Gaia into, I don't know, what's the cartoon version of Mists of Gaia?
I don't think there is one. We're going to have to make one.
Oh, that's great. We're going to have to make one. Oh, man. All right. Well, yes. Redeem those channel points. Name an NPC, name a town, something. Whatever you got, go for it. It's tons of fun. I should know. I DM. I do it all the time. But yes. And if you are watching on the VODs, thank you so much for joining us there. I appreciate the views. It makes my heart happy. I like big numbers. If you ever want to join us live, we stream almost every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, or whatever that is in your time zone. On Twitch, YouTube, and Moonbeam. So if you have any and all of those, feel free to join us. But if not, and it's just not an option, that's okay. VODs are good too. They're available very soon, very shortly after we finish streaming, so it's there for you if you want to watch it on repeat, I don't know, over and over and over again. That's an option. If you are ever, as I always say, if you're ever in need of anything and you can't find it, rpgstorytelling.com gets you the link tree to all of the socials and all of the merchandise and all of the everything. We now have official merch.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I will be ordering many shirts.
Absolutely.
I love t-shirts. I love merch t-shirts specifically. But yeah, go get yourself some merch. I am rapidly approaching good dice molds. So who knows? We might see some dice on the store in the near future, upcoming weeks. So keep your eyes peeled for that too. Ba-dum-bum.
Yes.
I think that's everything on my end. Anything else, Sarah?
Let's see. Trying to think. So we've got streams this week and next. We won't be streaming on the 1st because I'll be moving from California to Illinois, so I won't be able to stream us. So we're going to be off that week. But aside from that, I think we covered everything. Merchandise, store, t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, many other things still coming. Yeah, I'm still working on putting together some Pride things for both streams and the company itself, and we just have a lot of things to go. So we'll have fun.
Excellent. Whew. Let's kick it, everybody. Let's surrender to the pull of the mist. Let's slip back in. Let's turn our camera back to this jail cell of a pocket plane, and slip back into the land with no sun, and whose skies are always overcast by the thick clouds of the mists. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as has each before it. The people here are born, they live, and they die. Some are even unlucky enough to find that they live through another turning of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures that inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber and capture citizens from beyond their borders to entertain and torture the denizens here. And this is where our story continues. Gawain, what happened last time?
So, last time we started the episode with us doing an exorcism at St. Andrew's Church to exorcise 4 of the 6 personalities residing within Riss. We went into, we cast some buff spells, we went into a skill challenge that we successfully got through, and unfortunately the abbot lost, or he wasn't quite able to hold the connection the way he wanted, and we ended up in pitched combat with Slayer, Phantom, Thunder, and Crow, which were the Barbarian, Fighter, Druid, and Rogue personalities that were later revealed to be not a soul at all, but a magical or infernal parasite that had split into multiple pieces. We took care of them. A specter appeared, which is the actual creature that was like the full manifestation of those 4 parts. Took that down as well. We got hit with some magical darkness. After we won the combat, finished the ritual, the only personalities left in the body were that of Riss and Amaris. We assured them that they were safe, and they emerged for a moment as the pilot personality, wanting to effectively go spend time with their parents, which they haven't been able to do in like 8 years. And we pick up with where we were supposed to pick up, what was with Nedro and Riss, or Amaris, going to the library to go thank Alexi, and then we were going to have a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a note, after I put magical on it, just in my notes, it says magical darkness parentheses fucker.
I knew it was gonna be. I picked the stat block and then I saw that. I did not do it on purpose. I'll have you know.
Like, you just like crop dusted us, essentially.
Yep.
With the Grim Reaper.
Darkness.
It was
And
great.
cold.
And cold. It was
And cold,
darkness.
yes.
It was.
Yep.
Cold, dark, and dank. But yes, as you guys are headed
Yes,
over
indeed.
to the to the library attached to the Callus Academy, where Amaris had begun their studies, and Riss has finished their studies. There is a we'll say that Amaris is sending to their parents again, and they hear back. Mama's not feeling so well anymore. Something has... I don't know exactly what's going on, but she won't be able to join us tonight. They are going to... We'll have to reschedule. I think I might go check in on them a little bit later, but I do still want to see Alexi again.
All right. Well, if they do need healing, please let me know. Happy to run over there.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So that leaves us with an afternoon to do whatever.
Does the air always smell like this?
Smell like...
Fresh and cold?
Cold, yes. Fresh, that might just be you.
Again, it's almost... It's... You almost, like, look at Amaris's face and do a double take, because... Yes, like, the triangle of personality is the same for Riss and Amaris, obviously it's the same body, but the expression, the presentation, it's just yin and yang. It's the range of emotions that Riss never shows is all that Amaris is feeling right now. The joy and the peace and it's childlike. And you're reminded that Amaris was not very old when they died. Young adult at the very oldest. Seems to be far less mature than Riss. Or just incredibly relieved and just reckless abandon right now. I just saw the map change. Twirling a little bit in the streets, and just sort of feeling the wind blow through their hair. Arms outstretched. It's a breezy day. Overcast as always, but Amaris is having the time of their lives. Eventually. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I introduce Amaris to Orion, because I don't think they've actually gotten a chance to like meet. Because obviously, like wait, I want to ask Amaris, were you able to see what was going on in the background, or was it more like a dream?
It was like a dream. Everything is, all of you are familiar, almost like in a deja vu sort of way. I know things and I don't know how I know them for a moment. And then I think about it and I remember, oh yes, that's right. We met here. We talked there. This is when it came up. It takes a moment. I have to reach for it, and it feels like I'm swimming sometimes. But to feel the wind in my hair and the breeze on my skin, it's a wistful look is just sort of in their eye. Maybe getting a little glassy if they decided to really like sit in the emotion, but not quite glassy-eyed yet.
Well, I look forward to making new memories with you, Amaris.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. And then turns and does tussle Orion's mane a little bit in just the right way. Just it's like in the way that Riss used to, and it's yes. Oh, that's right. They are almost the same person, basically the same person, but not at all the same person.
Muscle memory is crazy.
Continuing your walk, everybody give me a perception check.
Dealing with hearing or smell?
I'll give you smell at a higher DC.
May Orion roll as well, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
22.
I'm just gonna do sight and sound, or sight and sound. So.
Ned is ruminating over the fact that the first time he tried to use the staff to actually establish order for real, he failed. So he got a 7.
Ivor got a 17.
I love dice-driven character decisions. It makes me so happy.
To be
Because
fair,
so
I only
often
made a decision after the roll.
Right, exactly. So often we like dictate how we want it to be, and then we have to somehow backwards plug in the roll we get, rolling first, and then like guiding your role play on that. It makes me happy.
Because the dice tell a story.
Exactly. All right, 22 from Yana, 7 from Ned.
16 from Gawain, and a 23 natural 20 from Orion.
Natural 20 from Orion. Nice. And then what did Gawain get again, you said?
16.
16. Ivor?
17.
He said 17.
Gotcha. 17. Ivor, Gawain, you guys both... We'll go with the natural 20s on the sense first.
Okay.
Or the natural 20 and the 22. It's... There is a familiar scent that hits the wind. Yana, it takes you a moment longer to place it, but you and Gawain both look at each other as Orion relays to Gawain, and there's that momentary delay. It's the scent of someone familiar. And you almost can't place it until Ivor, Gawain, and Yana, you look around and you see up on a veranda, sort of like on a second floor deck, for lack of a better term. Second floor balcony, a crotchety old man sipping a cup of tea, because there is no coffee in Barovia.
Ooh,
just
fix that.
And just staring at Riss, at Amaris, and just sort of tracking. And as you see this, you recall the scent hits you, Yana. This is the same. This is the scent of the old woman who was staring you guys down. But it's an old man. Why do they smell the same? Not just similar, the same. It's the same person, but how?
I'm not sure if you guys see them or if it's just me that smells them, but there's somebody up there on the veranda that I think we should investigate a little closer. They smell too familiar, despite not looking familiar.
Orion smells it too. No one looked. Let's just calmly make our way closer before they can disappear.
Wait, where are we not looking?
That veranda right out there.
I will look straight. I will keep looking straight forward walking, but try and... Is it at an angle where, like, if I just, like, side-eye, I could see it?
Give me a...
Oh, I do have a side-eye check, literally.
Side-eye... I will... Yes, give me a side-eye check.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's a made-up one. I made it wisdom-based.
I like
and I
it a
did give
lot.
myself proficiency in it. Just so you know.
That's okay.
Do you actually want... Okay.
Go for it.
I got a dirty 20 on my side-eye check.
You just lower
Yeah,
your
no.
sunglasses just a little bit. You just hit one of these.
Yeah, with the sunglasses, it's imperceptible.
I can do this and just like slide it like that. I do all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Dirty 20. All right.
Crotchety old man looks like an old like an angry, grumpy version of the old man from Up.
Or Eustace from Courage.
Ned was gonna like turn to Amaris to like comment on that, but then realize, oh wait, this isn't Riss, and just keeps it moving. It's like, okay, so how do you guys just want to talk to him, or because we could do that.
Let's keep moving for now, and I will try to go around the back side of the building and climb up there, and then gonna investigate from the top down.
Well, I mean, what's your concern? If they're just looking at us, people look at us all the time. Why not just confront them directly?
It's not the fact that they are just looking at us, or rather that they are looking at Amaris. It is more that I've smelled them before, but that is an old man. I smelled a woman before. Exact same smell.
Got it. All right, then I'd rather handle this now sooner rather than later in case we lose track of them again.
Agreed.
Yana, be careful.
Always.
Walk soft, and I'll give my last bardic inspiration to Yana.
Okay.
And then, are you planning on sneaking up on them?
Yes, I'm going to try to climb up onto the roof from the backside, and then kind of traverse over the roof and look down on them and try to figure out what I can figure out.
Okay. Got it.
All right. Here I go.
So you're just splitting off from the group and going around?
Yeah, so as we'll get past the house, and I'll have them just keep going, and once they split off, I'll kind of veer back and go up to the back side of the house.
I would also not want to walk too far away. I think it would make more sense for us not to completely leave her alone, but also still be within eyes. Like, if we wanted to turn around and look at the guy, we should always still want to be within eyesight in that sense.
Mm-hmm. There's a street vendor, or there's other various things that you guys can do here on.
Correct. I want to talk to a street vendor. I don't know, maybe get some. Do they have street food here, or?
Yeah, for sure. It's Chipotle, but Barovian.
They don't have coffee, but they have burritos. This is fucked.
Nothing is.
I mean, I love burritos, but yeah.
Nothing is ethically sourced here.
No.
No.
There is only child labor. All right, so Yana, either give me a stealth check to try to sneak away unnoticed, or a deception check to sort of play off why you're splitting off and make it seem body language wise like legit to whoever's watching.
We'll definitely go with a stealth check, because it's always a higher DC or higher bonus. That is a 26.
26. There is an active perception check going on.
And
26.
if you fail that, you have the bardic as well.
Mm-hmm.
See how much cleaner that rule is now?
Pretty stealthy, huh?
Yeah. With a natural 1 on perception, this figure is fixated.
See, she could have wasted that bardic inspiration, and now she has it for whatever she wants in her life for an hour.
All right, so you break off from the group. You're not very far away, so you sort of creep around. The group is staying in the area, which is behind above table is a excellent tactical move, because this guy's not going anywhere. You're keeping him exactly where you want him. And on a natural one, I was hoping to be a little bit have some more mystique here.
Hoping for the natural.
But yeah, natural one. There's no way he sees anything coming. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. What are you break off and walk us through what's going on?
Yeah, so I break off and I kind of walk in the direction we were already heading, and then I kind of take a side alley and kind of slip around towards the back side of the house to where he can't see me. Spider climb right up to the roof, nice and quiet like.
Give me another stealth check as you go from picking your way to climbing up the building.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
That'll do it.
Okay. As you were saying.
So, as I climb up the side of the back side of the house, I will get up onto the roof and just kind of softly walk over to the edge above where he is, and I'll kind of get down on my knees and kind of peer over the edge.
Hey, Ned, we're getting some feedback.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So I'll kind of peer over the edge and just kind of look at him from the top. Is he doing anything in particular while he's sitting there, or is he just watching?
As you glance down, the balcony is empty. There is a small table, a small chair, and a small notebook with like a quill, in a quill and inkwell. And it's the quill is like blowing in the wind. The breeze does not sit. It does not sit well with this light writing implement. But he's not there. And as you watch for just a moment later, he returns with with the teapot and sort of pours another cup of tea, heads in to presumably drop it off, and then returns once again, and sits down, crosses a leg, and sips from the freshly poured cup of tea, and sets it down and looks over his notebook.
Okay. Can I see what is written in that notebook?
Give me a perception check.
That one is 13.
13. It's small handwriting. Much smaller than a man of this age should be able to both write and read. Just more like little details that aren't adding up about whoever this person is.
So she technically failed that one.
Yes.
So if she wanted to, she could.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you have a bardic. That it has to be like you get to use it if you fail. Yeah, no, that was a failure. If you wanted to roll the bardic.
That is a 17.
17. You blink for a second, and then your eyes focus. It's not recognizable. It's not just, oh, I don't know what it is. It's, oh, I don't know what that is. It is demonstratively foreign. Either a language you don't know, or some sort of script or code. And as you see him making the characters, as he scribbles down a quick little note, it's not forming any familiar characters.
Okay. Let's see. So he's sitting on the veranda. Is he looking just like straight out, or is he looking to one side as he watches them?
He's sitting on the chair sideways up against like the guardrail, the railing, as he's looking over his side and like off to the side, away from you, and down onto the group.
Okay. So out the door, he's like to the left or right?
Slight of you. So like, are you asking like where he's positioned in reference to you?
Yes.
Okay. You could have approached. He would be on your left because you're looking down on him, who's looking down on the group. Okay. So you are like right in his blind spot.
Okay. So if I'm like top center of the roof, he's down to the left, and he's facing the left and then looking right over the balcony.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He's looking the same direction you are, and then just ever so slightly head. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if I come up from the right side, I'll be behind him.
That'll be behind him. Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spider climb down the right side of the building, and then kind of around to the front, and then very quietly climb over the balcony to stand right behind him.
Okay. Give me another stealth check.
Okay. That is 21.
Yeah, no, that's beats his 14. And a 21 also does not attract the attention of any civilians.
Okay.
Who are like, Spider-Man! No, none of that nonsense. As you sort of like slip down the side, around and up onto the this balcony, silently. The group only clocks it because they know to look.
Mm-hmm. And once I'm like standing right behind him, I'm going to very carefully lean down so that my face is like right behind his head, close to his left ear. What you doing?
He
roll for panic attack.
He starts, stands up, his chair just sort of like falls behind him, and he spins away. Who are you? How did you get here? What are you doing?
I believe I asked you first.
And he starts waving his cane at you. Get out of here! What do you go? This is my balcony. Get off my balcony.
And I'll take one single finger and put it on the tip of his cane that he's pointing at me and just push it down.
Get out of here before I call the guards.
I believe I asked you a question that I'm still waiting for an answer.
You'll wait a little longer, you lassie. I don't take kindly to being questioned by strangers. Get out of here.
As soon as you answer my question, what are you doing?
Give me either persuasion or deception. Don't tell me which.
Okay.
You're looking to beat a 14.
Looking to beat a 14.
You're looking to beat a... No, looking to beat a... Yeah, beat a 14, because if it meets, it beats.
I'm going to guess a 4 minus 2 does not qualify.
All right, so on a successful insight check, what is the vibe he's getting from you? Are you like, you're obviously, you're a threatening and imposing figure. You're a big lady who appeared out of nowhere. Are you... Should he be worried about how this conversation is going to go?
Only if you try something stupid.
Only if you try something stupid. Okay.
Right now, I'm just asking him a question.
I'm having tea.
And what are you writing in your little notebook about my friends?
If you must know, I am writing a poem. You are the protectors and defenders of the city, right?
Read it to me. I love poetry.
It's not done yet. It's not ready.
Can she do a deception check for liking poetry? I've never seen her read poetry.
Has she actively been like lying to Gawain about liking his poem? Because Gawain does read his poems a lot.
Yeah, and also Riss's books.
So, persuasion or deception, I'm not telling you which one, is an 18.
18 for liking poetry? Or what are you rolling for?
Well, they were kind of questioning. This is like completely outside of
Gotcha,
the old
gotcha,
guy.
gotcha.
They were just
Gotcha,
kind of
gotcha.
questioning if Yana actually likes poetry or not. It's an 18.
Is anyone's passive insight or does... Let's see. Is anyone's passive insight less than what, 18? 17 or less?
Ivor has no idea.
I don't even know what my passive is, but it's definitely less than 18.
Yeah, no, yours is a
everyone's-
10.
Mine's
Ivor's
12.
is a 10. Gawain's is a 12. Yeah, no. No idea.
So, I can just give it to you. Anytime that you have been reading poetry or stories or anything, Yana's always been there sitting in rapt attention.
Good.
Yana successfully outwits the party. Also, Yana, let me tell you what's going on. But yeah, it's not ready yet. Not ready for reading.
I'll share some of mine if you share some of yours.
Give me a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Yeah. All right. All right, you first.
Let's see, which one do I like the most? I've got the perfect one, and she quotes this from memory. Sonnet of the Fae. 3 fair-faced sisters of beauty divine, with hair of gold and eyes that shine. They dance and play in fields of green, and sing sweet songs of love and dream. In the moonlight they are a sight, to behold with wonder and delight. They weave spells of magic and grace, and leave all mortals in a daze. The eldest, with a voice like a bell, can sing the birds out of their shells. The middle, with a laugh like a stream, can make the flowers burst into beams. The youngest, with a touch like a breeze, can heal wounds and soothe disease. Together they are a force to be reckoned, their powers and beauty truly second to none. But beware, mortals, of their charm, for they are fey and can do harm. Their kindness can turn to cruelty, and they'll leave you lost in their duress. 3 fey sisters of beauty divine, with hair of gold and eyes that shine.
Ned, we're getting a
dance-
little noise from you.
They dance and play in fields of green, and sing sweet songs But not all is as it seems. What do you think? Do you like my poem?
Did you write that?
I did.
Who's it about?
It's about the three Fae of Barovia.
Give me an insight check.
That one is a grand total of 6.
6. The who?
Apparently you have not heard the stories of the three Fae that ruled in this land before the devil came.
I don't know what you're what it no, of course not.
Not a student of history, huh?
I mean, not particularly. I work the loom. I'm a tailor, a weaver. I have no use for stories.
I've known some tailors and weavers. I know of one in Town Square. Do you by chance know them?
Let me pull that up. The short answer is yes.
Works at the Hab and Dash.
Long
Yeah,
answer is hold on.
Long answer is let me pull up my supplement.
Or my favorite answer, no, but sometimes yes.
You shut your stinking mouth. Oh, boy.
Hold up. Wait.
Gosh, you sent this to me, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's the main source book for Valaki.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sarah, can we have that poem in story time? That was lovely.
Sure.
Oh, wait. That's what I want. Town Square. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Nope, that's not it. All right. Gosh, did you send it in our DMs or in the thing? I'm getting bogged down in
I'll send it to you in a
missing-
second.
Thanks. I have like 4 copies of everything that you send me because I always
Uh-huh.
lose it.
All good.
Oh, when you find it, you should pin it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, actually, I won't put it there. I'll put it in into our private chat.
Oh no, an ad.
There you go.
Perfect. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
How dare you, Twitch?
Have and dash. There it is.
Mhm.
Okay. Love it. All right, your question was, do you know the tailor in town? I do. He was when he became up and coming, I sort of focused more on the loom work than the tailoring. Although I did have a very good relationship with Alice.
Alice is a wonderful woman as well. But I believe we had a deal. I would read you one of mine if you would read me yours, finished or unfinished.
It's not done. When dusk descends with silent tread, and stars blink out their watchful dread, there rise a few both bold and true, the hearts that shield the town they love. I am still working. I don't have a perfect rhyme. They wear no crowns nor robes of might, just dust-streaked coats and eyes alight, with fire that storms cannot quench, no time erase, nor fear. Quench is a hard word to rhyme with. Their hands are scarred by work and battle, by building walls and locking doors, by lifting kin from flood and flame and bearing every curse and name. That's all I've gotten so far.
It definitely has promise. Now one more question. Why were you staring at my friends?
You're sort of like celebrities.
I don't believe you, old woman.
Excuse me.
You heard me.
I don't have to sit here and deal with this sort of disrespect from the children these days. And he... Back where you came from. And he begins to take his cup inside.
It's quite a delicate recipe for an old man.
A recipe for what?
The tea, of course. And can I smell what kind of flavor it has?
It's an herbal blend, so this is like a savory tea. It does have a sprinkle of sugar in it, just to keep it from being just like eating potpourri. But
It's very flowery.
It's more spiced.
Okay.
It's like almost like he brewed from like nutmeg and cinnamon and some of these other like spicier spices.
Okay. Yeah,
Spicier spices.
I'm
Whatever.
literally trying to just provoke the crap out of him to see if he'll reveal something. So I believe that is nutmeg, cinnamon, other spices and blends, correct?
Yeah. That's it. You have quite the nose.
Many, many years of practice. But the tea is not all that I smell. Remind me where we originally saw that old woman?
She was almost like a outdoor cafe kind of thing, along this main road, but on the other side of the town square.
Okay. How frequently do you visit the old outdoor cafe on the opposite side of town.
Oh, that's old. I've been there once or twice.
Only once or twice.
I don't find myself here very often. I come to the city for my children, but I'm from Barovia proper, the town. I'm here now, obviously, because of the mists are closing in and we needed to evacuate, but...
How long have you lived in village of Barovia?
Many years.
Then you would know my mother.
I might.
And I give him my name, just the last name, not the first name.
Mm-hmm.
Who is my mother?
Oh, the herbalist. She runs the apothecary.
That is correct. What is her name? It is a small village. You should at least know her name.
Well, I didn't know her. I never really went there. I never needed anything.
The only herbalist in the entire town where you would have procured your ingredients for tea.
It starts with an M. Maggie? No. Mary? Marsha? Maria? Wait, no. Mad Mary, that's what they called her.
And with the word mad introduced before her name, Yana, or rather I should say, I will take one fingernail, place it right at his throat, right along the side where his jugular is. You might want to rephrase that.
Mary, I didn't mean any disrespect.
I would caution you. I know your scent. If any harm comes to me or my friends or my mother, this finger will become a little more pokey.
Okay.
And I don't say anything, I just turn and jump off the side of the balcony.
What you don't hear is him just sort of watching. Man, she's intense. Yeah, very much so.
With a
Don't make me
23, I
like this
probably
old
did hear
man.
it.
Yeah.
And I'll get back to everyone and say, for now he seems harmless, but I say we keep an eye on him just in case.
Well, what did he find out?
Well, he was writing in a very weird language that I've never seen before, and it just made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But he claimed he was writing poetry, and he seemed to be fishing for answers to my questions. So, not quite sure I trust him, but
If that's the case, can we just approach him more directly?
it is up to you. I
I'd
just
like to
wanted to
do
find
that.
out the little bit of information I could.
Understood. And you did say that he smelled like someone else before that looked different, correct?
It smelled like an old woman that we had seen at a cafe on the other side of Valaki.
Amris, do you mind if I borrow some parchments and a quill?
Huh? Oh yeah, of course. Oh wait, and like goes for something and doesn't know where until they remember where their bag is and start rummaging through.
Okay. All right. Yana, I'm gonna write. Nedro knows Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Infernal, aside from Common. He's gonna write example sentences of each single language. And say, did what he's write look similar to any of these languages?
DM?
Mm-mm.
Which ones
Didn't
did you hit?
Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Infernal.
That's all I got.
And it wasn't primordial either?
Mm-mm.
Not elvish?
Nope.
What language do you know?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Laros.
Highly doubt it, but write some of that last one.
Yeah, Laros. Yeah.
No, not Laros.
Ah.
Give me a intelligence check.
Okay.
I'm guessing Fae. I don't know what they write, but something Fae.
12.
Sylvan.
12. Yeah. Nothing.
Fuck. What is this language? What is that melody?
Also, Yana, did you threaten him?
Only if any harm comes to us. Or my mother.
No, normally that would be normally I would not like that, but I can actually work with the fact that you threatened him if I'm gonna speak to him.
Have fun. I did.
I'll attempt it. Probably not the same way you did. So when you say he's on a balcony, do you mean like he's high up?
Second floor.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the building he's at and literally get his attention. It's like, hey.
He isn't out on the balcony right now. Yana went inside with him and he never reemerged.
All right, is this like a two-family house, or is this like the first floor is connected to the second floor, and it's all his?
Two-family house. So like if you were to go in the front door, there's two doors, one to go up to the second floor, one to stay on the bottom floor.
Just because I don't understand, would it be normal for someone if you wanted to go to the second floor, just literally use that, go to the second floor and knock, or would that
Yes.
be? Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I go knock on the door. Also, if anybody wanted to join, they could. And Ned never said he's like gonna go alone.
Yep. No,
I'll go with.
I'm not going. Yeah.
I'll
I'm
sit
I was
down.
wondering because no one said anything, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I was just waiting my turn.
yeah, I'll stay down with Amaris.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, so I will knock on the door.
Interesting enough, Ivor and Cesar is going to stay with Almaris.
Okay. So it'll be me and Gawain.
Quiet. No answer.
I'll knock one more time.
Still nothing.
Look, we know you're there. You spoke with one of our friends. I wanted to come and clear the air. We have some questions, and I'm sure you do too, and I want to put your mind at ease as well. please open.
Meh.
Odds or evens?
Gawain, you have better luck than me. You go.
Odds.
No response.
I was waiting for Gawain to just pick the lock.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this much: a simple conversation could clear up so much. You already saw how threatening my friend gets. Sometimes she gets more. I wanted to resolve that. I certainly can't control her. So, unless you want to speak, I'll be leaving. I don't know what'll happen from there.
And you guys turn and head back down?
I'm gonna wait and put my ear to the door.
Give me a perception check.
Can I try to do that as well, DM?
Yes.
Just Scooby-Doo it. But vertically.
Yes, it is like midday basically.
God damn. You know what? I just want to roll well for like anything. I got a 6.
It's 26 from Yana, listening from across the street.
That's a 10.
10. Okay. You guys hear some movement and then a door open, and then it takes you a moment to realize, wait a minute, that's not this door. That's the other door.
Mm-hmm.
And coming up the stairs behind you, can I help you? It's a young man. You know what? I'm gonna roll a luck check. It's Alexi. Oh, hey!
That was a luck check.
What are you doing at my door?
Oh, hey, Alexi. We were actually gonna go over to see you at the library. I turned to Gawain.
Hey.
He's like, I might as well just.
Sorry, Alexi, do you happen to have your grandfather staying with you?
No. He died a while back.
Minor illusion of the dude that we saw. Don't recognize.
No. I don't know who that. Wait. Was somebody in my apartment?
Alexi, please unlock the door and then step back.
Mm-hmm.
And Gawain's going to draw his
so
shield.
immediately.
And he's just going to draw his shield and put forth the shield, his body as a wall in front of Alexi, just to make sure he has enough cover.
Ned will have his staff out, but not like in front of him in order to like attack, but more like just behind him. Basically, to have as a focus in case something goes down.
Mm-hmm. Unlocks, door opens up. Both of you guys give me perception checks.
Stop making me do things I'm bad at. Okay, 13. I can work with that.
That's... Jesus Christ. What's my perception? +2. 19.
Both of you guys sort of, Gawain first and Ned quickly on his heels. You guys both pop in, do a quick look around. Nothing jumps out at you. Nobody's popping out of the corner with a knife or anything like that. It seems quiet and still.
Okay. Alexi, do you mind if we investigate a little closer?
Please do. If there was someone in my apartment, I want to know.
Oh, there certainly was someone in your apartment. Whether there's here is the question.
Oh. I'm going to stay out here. He has a bag of groceries.
I'm going to...
It would make me feel better if you stay within my eyesight as well, actually.
Do you want me to step in with you? Just inside?
I'd very much like that.
Oh, okay.
Gawain, his eyes are going to pulse with like the blue of his eyes are just going to expand out, and I'm going to divine sense.
Divine sense. Remind me what that does now.
You can open as a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead. For the next 10 minutes, or until you have the incapacitated condition, you know the location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of yourself. You know its creature type. Within the same radius, you can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated with the Hallow spell.
Gotcha. Nothing unexpected hits your senses.
Including Alexei?
Correct, including Alexei.
Any chance Alexei keeps anything on the floor around? It's made of stone.
It's made of stone.
I want to top shit, that's all.
You're tough. I think so. I think we can say that there's like a little bit of slate on the floor for decorative purposes.
I don't weigh a lot, Alexei. I'm just going to step on this, and then I'm going to use my I know it's tremor sense, but I forgot the name of the actual thing. Hold on.
Stone cutting.
Yes, stone cutting, a feature to get 60 feet of tremor sense for the next 10 minutes.
Excellent.
Go
ahead.
Just in case there's not something on the ground, but like it's hovering or some dumb shit, Gawain's going into the bag of the puzzle box of holding, and he's just getting a massive, like, couple fistfuls of flour from his cooking stores, and he's just going to spin and disperse it and see if anything apparates from the dispersal pattern.
As he does, I'm like, Gawain's gonna clean that up.
I will.
And I won't help because that's really messy.
Okay.
He sometimes gets ahead of himself.
The flour everywhere does not reveal anything unexpected. Any invisible creatures or anything like that. Your stone cutting tremor sense, in a very tough way, just sort of echoes out, almost like echolocation, and it just the room forms in your mind's eye. Nothing out of place. That's not true. There are some secret like vaults or safes hidden away that you pick up on, but nothing that would. It's not like a place where this old man could hide.
Even if they could, I'd be able to sense them in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. Just some valuables, some money, some various small valuables, and
playing cards.
Yeah, just and there is a letter in one of them.
Okay.
Or an envelope that you presume there's a letter inside.
Jeez, I didn't want to be that nosy. I'm looking for a person, not for personal effects. Ned will turn to Alexei. He's like, well, whoever they are is either able to fly or float or is no longer here. But there certainly was someone at your balcony and later inside this apartment with our friend Yana.
Wait, she was in here too?
Long story short, someone suspicious is staring at us. She came in here and met him. So you do live here alone, correct, Alexei?
Yes. Just me.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
I want to do an insight check on their whole vibe. Like, is this...
Yeah.
Like, I'm concerned this might not even be Alexei, Now that Ned is concerned that we're dealing with a shape changer or someone who can cast alter self for any number of things.
Yeah.
Or glamour.
That's the
May
other
I
reason.
vibe check as well, DM?
Yes.
That's the other reason why I wanted him not to leave our site.
Good call.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 for me, too.
Every
Oh
nat
my
Oh shit! Double nat 20. Let's go.
This isn't
It's a nat
Alexi.
20.
This is some child that's a demon. Not a demon. You're a fairy, actually.
I'd say I'd know if it
Amazing.
was a demon.
You would know if it was a demon.
And I would know if it was Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would.
On 2 natural 20s, he became too excited to see you guys, knowing that you guys travel with Riss, and he's a little excitable and nervous in general, but he is absolutely just concerned that somebody was in his apartment.
Got it.
And this is for sure Alexi by every metric.
Anybody you know have a spare key to this place?
They shouldn't.
That doesn't necessarily stop a lot of people.
No, especially
Gawain.
someone.
That's not what I want to hear right now.
Well, I don't know if this will make you feel better, but whoever that was, I don't think is in any way concerned with you.
No.
Okay.
It may have just been that your apartment had a very good vantage point, and you were gone.
Wait, did Yana make tea?
That's not like Yana. I mean, not to not make tea, but not to break into someone's home and then make tea.
I don't know. You know what?
So this guy, he breaks
might
in
be a
and
good
he makes tea?
Now, to be fair, if you break into someone's home while they're present and you make tea in front of them, that might be pretty intimidating. So if Yana didn't do that, I might tell her next time just like make tea in front of the person's house is threatening.
Amazing. Oh, I don't think I ever want to use that teapot again.
No, that's a dumb question. I was gonna ask if there were any older people that are new to town, but a lot of people are newer to town. By any chance, do you have a sending scroll from the library? Not for us, for yourself.
Oh,
Or
I
the
can cast
capability
it.
of cast. Oh, even better. Well, you have free reign to contact us if something changes. But again, based on what we know, I don't think that has anything to do with you other than having a really well-placed apartment.
Oh, okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Hold on, sorry. I'm checking my inventory.
25.
Your words seem to land, and we're here if you need us. Please let us know. I don't think that has had anything to do with you. It seems to worm its way into his brain, cutting through all of this anxiety, and you see him visibly calm down a little bit. Okay. Maybe I need to get the door for the balcony.
That would probably be a very good idea.
Actually, oh no, never mind. He can do that himself. Oh, I just realized he's a caster. I was gonna give him a shield scroll as protection, but I'm sure he can cast that on his own.
I should make a sheet for Alexi.
He's specifically a wizard, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be so funny if he was a warlock?
I mean, he could be.
That would be fun.
Warlocks don't have to be evil.
Just a warlock who thinks he's a wizard. I wonder where we've seen that one before.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Oh
happen.
my. That can't happen.
Anyway, I'm gonna head out and meet the rest. Gawain, please clean this up. And I'm gonna go. Like, if you had chosen any other way to make a mess, I'd help, but this is too much. He's just gonna step away.
Alexei waits for you to leave and then turns to Gawain. I'll give you a hand, and he starts to press the digitation.
Thank you. And he just pulls a broom out of the puzzle box and just starts cleaning up. Basically just concentrates it into one area so he can just press it, digitate it away.
Exactly. Perfect. Did you get that broom anywhere in particular?
No, I think it was just...
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but
I
it's the
th-
hag's broom. It's the hag's broom. It's magical, right? It's the one that makes us fly.
The hag didn't have a broom, she had a skull.
I mean, she could have more than one thing.
I never had it. Wait, can you add brooms to your inventory?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's got to be a broom.
I mean,
And
a
if he-
non-magical one.
Adds
Yeah.
broom of flying, so just for sweeping. Broom
Yeah,
of
and
non-flying.
If Gawain didn't get it from the hag, he probably got it from the baker, from Grandma.
Mm.
Which one?
Not to worry.
Oh, yes. But yeah, no, it was just a regular broom. Now we're gonna be all fucking paranoid about brooms for the rest of the goddamn campaign. Every time we see one, we're just gonna be like eyeing it
It's just sitting there. Menacingly. Yeah. With that cleaned up, you are free to rejoin the group as well. And you see Alexei just sort of step out onto the balcony, nervously looking around. And Ned and Gawain rejoin the group. And he looks down and waves at Riss. And Amaris just sort of blushes a little bit and waves back very shyly. Turns to Yana and Ivor. So wait, should they go talk to him now? Because he's not at the library, right?
Oh, that might be
Probably
not a bad idea.
an interesting idea.
As an update to you guys, that is Alexei's apartment, so whoever that old man / old woman / shapeshifter was...
Wait,
they...
somebody was in his apartment?
Well, this is what's been going on.
I was eating my burrito.
Ah, yes, there's
I haven't had a burrito in so long.
Chipotle.
Barito, Barovian, because it would be
Or is it a burrito?
A Baravito.
Faravito. There we go.
Okay,
Oh,
now that's
boy.
canon. Oh boy.
I haven't had one of these in so long. It's so good.
But that being said, yes. So Yana, that actually is Alexei's apartment.
Okay, so what did the old guy say?
He wasn't there. By the time we got in, he was nowhere to be seen.
Well, he never came out the window, never came out the door. Where could he have gone?
I imagine someone who can alter their appearance could easily sneak away.
That is very troubling. And Strahd's still at the castle, correct? Or in that direction?
You give it a check, yes.
Okay. Most troubling indeed. we should probably get Tamaris out of the open.
Agreed.
Okay. So, I mean,
Agreed.
I'll go I'll go talk to Alexi for a little bit, I guess. We'll stay away from the balcony. I'm sure he could use the company as well.
And I'm not going to tell her, but Yana is going to stay very close within earshot, just in case.
Okay. Yes, so Amaris heads up, and presumably goes to spend some time with Alexi. As you guys are continuing forward, where do we want to put Alexi's house? Where were you guys? How close to the Blue Water Inn? We'll say Alexi's apartment is right across the way.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Let's do something a little brighter. There we are. I'll just put it there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. You, Yana, are hanging out within earshot. Give me a perception check, real quick.
That is a 13.
13. You hear voices, but it's there's a lot going on to make out words, but you can hear Alexi and Amaris sort of going back and forth, having a prolonged discussion.
Yeah, I'm mainly listening for a third voice or signs of distress.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Nothing yet, as of yet.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys have your Baravitos from the street vendor. Amaris is off talking to Alexi. Dinner has been postponed. The afternoon is freeing up nicely for you guys. Everyone give me a perception hearing.
25.
Can Cesar make one?
Yeah. 25. Nice.
Perception check.
Yes, hearing, if it matters. Ned, this
7.
this Barovian burrito is nothing. You don't know what Amaris is going on about.
It's a 9 from Gawain and a 12 from Orion.
Okay.
14 from Cesar, 19 from Ivor.
Ivor, Yana. You guys hear a distant rush, whoosh, this like roar of... Yana, it's hard for you to place it. Ivor, it sounds like the ocean. And then you guys both hear a distant of like wood impacting and splintering, and some shouts and cries of emergency from the north. Very faint. Just the two of you guys notice it just now.
I'll stay here. You guys go find out what that was.
I alert Gawain and Nedro immediately.
I'm like halfway through this beer, like, it's just really not that great. I mean, I've had better.
Did you say you heard? Did you say you heard water coming from the north?
It sounded like that.
There, yes, it's a lot of commotion.
Are there
You
any
heard it too,
dams?
Yana?
Or are there any dams or anything? Would there be any reason that Lake? Is it Lake Zarovich?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, Lake Zarovich. Is there any reason that would be flooding here?
Not that you can place. There's not like, it's not dammed, it's just been. And as you guys are sort of like trying to process, you hear the shouts of alarm and emergency like radiating inward, and you guys all hear them now, directly north, coming from the northern gate. So, Yana, you said you are staying going.
Stay, because I'm keeping protection detail on Amaris.
Mm-hmm.
Amaris, okay. I should probably get away from Amaris because reasons.
Yeah. The rest of you should probably all go check out what that was. I can manage Amaris.
I'll summon Orion, or Orion should be with us. I'll mount up on Orion, and would I be able to? Because Ned is, relatively short, small. Would I be able to fit him and Ivor on Orion with me, or would that be too much?
Not both of them.
You can take Echo with you.
Yeah, Echo weighs nothing. Echo has to stay within 30 feet of you.
Okay, if that's the case, then you can take Ivor, and I will cast Fly on myself.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, if you cast Fly, yeah.
I will
right,
reduce density on Cesar so that he has 10 feet more speed.
Got it.
Nice.
I have 60 feet of flying for 10 minutes.
Oh, damn. That 10 more, so he's up to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he can
so
keep up with Orion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Orion does, 50 as well.
All right. Sounds
All right,
like a
so
plan.
you guys rush off northward. And
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Are you going to make us faster?
No, I was gonna cast it on Orion as well. But then
because you can.
leaving. So because we move just a little bit faster, so I will twin spell it. So I spend 1 sorcery point to upcast it, so Orion is flying as well.
That's cool. Yeah, Cesar can keep up more or less. We'll say that he gets there about the same time you guys do.
I just don't want to be the only thing in the sky. Seems pathetic. Aim at them, not at me.
So yes, you guys are rushing. As you get closer to the northern gate, you see more and more guards are mobilizing. Something's happening, and you hear the unmistakable rush of water, shouts, and then just the groan and splintering of wood. As you guys elevate and get this perspective, you see hold on, let me make sure I get the right word. A galleon in Lake Zarovich just absolutely run into the shore.
Like a ship? Is that what
Yes.
galleon is?
Yes, a very large.
It's a big
ship.
fucking ship.
It's
Yeah.
a big ship.
Yep.
And
Paint
it
a
is
picture for me of how this is going on exactly, in terms of where are the people? Is anyone directly in danger?
So there are a number of people. Most are rushing toward the lake. There is a massive ship on the shore that's sort of run aground and splitting in half. It looks soaked, like it was submerged, and like water is pouring off of it. The sails and the masts are destroyed, and there's crew sort of like bobbing in the water. There's a number of individuals across the deck just sort of like holding on, gasping for breath. And the lake is just churning with motion. No one has ever seen it this disturbed.
But is it flooding onto like the town itself?
No, it's not flooding. The water is just like surging and like moving. Not like it was suddenly extremely disturbed.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm sure it is, because there's a big ass ship that popped out of nowhere. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it was completely submerged, and then just like if you didn't know any better, the ship would have risen up from the water, and somehow it's also run aground and collapsing inward, like folding in on itself. The water, as you continue to watch, is like beating up against it with tidal forces that should not exist. The lake doesn't do this, and the ship is continuing to fold and like accordion, just.
But you said there's crew?
Yes, scattered in the water, scattered across the deck. They're trying to evacuate.
Okay.
Nedro,
Mm-hmm.
let's work together. Quickly.
We never work separately, but okay.
I'm going to have Cesar, and I'm going to ask Gawain to, in lack of better terms, hold the door. I'm going to continuously cast mending, and I'm going to have Nedro, if he wants to, shape water and can calm the tides.
So I can only do that. The shape water being a cantrip, the best I could do is I could affect 2 cubes, 2 5x5x5 cubes, which is probably not going to be enough to do anything here.
I mean, if you focus on the waves.
What I was going to do, if the water itself isn't any danger, other than it's like the water itself isn't causing any danger here to the ship, is it?
Yes, the water is like beating against it aggressively and with force it shouldn't have. So it's almost like something is using it to bludgeon this ship and trying to break it down.
From both sides, I'm guessing?
No, it's like pushing it up against the shore.
So it's only one side.
Yes.
That's being. How big is like this wave of water that's like crushing at it?
It's
like how long across?
40, 50 feet.
Got it. Okay. Land. I'm gonna tell to Orion, and Gawain/Orion, and give me 1 second to make sure this makes sense. How tall are these waves?
The waves are, let's see, they are still out, not to sea, but to sea. So they're rising up a good 30, 40 feet as well. They're like crashing over the boat.
All right, I have an idea. Let me know if this would make sense. As we land, I want to use Wall of Force. If I put the Wall of Force, it can go as far as, hold on. You can form its emissary dome up to 10 feet. I can make 10 foot by 10 foot panels. They go across up to that much. Even if they're only 10 feet tall, maybe they might not be enough to like completely break, cover the wave, but it breaks what's coming at it.
Okay, absolutely.
All right. So
Give
I'm
me
gonna
a spellcasting
land.
check.
Oh, okay.
Or a spell attack roll, I should say,
right.
just to make sure you place it in the right spot, because this absolutely could help.
Yeah, so because I also want to protect my concentration, and you said it's a spell attack, I'm going to use my Sorcerous Rage, which is not what it's called, but I just want advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
So as we land, make sure, because I don't want to break concentration on fly and just have us like fall, because that would be dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 31 or 19. 31's at advantage.
31. You place them and at like just the right height where they absorb enough of the impact that the ship doesn't continue to buckle immediately. How long does all the force last?
I just want to buy time while they start doing what they're doing. It is a 10-minute cast.
Okay.
That I'm concentrating on, and I also have advantage. Wait, do I have advantage on concentration checks to this? No, I don't. But yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to extend spell that, so it should last 20 minutes now, and I do have advantage on concentration checks.
Awesome. You said there are sailors that are in the water that are potentially going to drown.
There are sailors in the water. There are seeming civilians in the water, and they look not like Barovians.
Worry about that later.
Questions for later.
Yeah,
okay.
So
cool.
Once again, to confirm, the wall will last 20 minutes. I have an advantage of concentration checks. For anything that goes on with it.
Okay, sounds good.
I am trying to figure out how this makes sense. I would like to go ahead and use my free cast of Find Steed for the day, and I would like to cast it resummoning Orion.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'd like to have him be basically like seahorse, I guess.
Okay.
For lack of a better.
Sea lion.
No. Yeah, let's say sea lions are a thing. Yeah, sea lions.
Sea lions are for sure a thing. That's great.
Okay. Cosmic sea lion.
Oh, I love it.
So basically, I'm trying to give him a swim speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just going to, he's gonna bound forward, leap up into the air right before we get to the water, and then I'm going to change him, and we're gonna go ahead and start picking up as many sailors as we can and ferrying them back and forth at top speed.
How many are there? And how many people are on the actual ship that's being apparently... The ship itself is no longer being crushed, I'm assuming, because of the wave thing, correct?
The ship is being crushed less. You've bought it some extra time.
Got it. But are there people on it as well?
Yes. There are.
Oh, okay. I thought they were all off it.
No. There's about 15 people on it. And
okay.
About 15 people on it, 20 people in the water. Between crew, captain, passengers, things like that.
Okay. I will go ahead and make my way towards the ship itself.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure that all crew are off the ship before it goes down. Make sure no one's like trapped in the cabin or, something like that where they're going to drown.
And the way I will use shape water is I will, if there are there's 15 to 20 people in the water, are they at least somewhat clustered up?
Yeah, there's a couple of groups.
Okay, I'm going to, because I can make two simultaneous effects, make 2 5x5x5 cubes of ice for near them, so them to hold on, and then I'll pull those the ice cubes to each other's shore once they're all holding on to it, so it can be easier to get them back on land.
Okay.
And I will continuously do that for as much as I can to save as many as I can while Gawain is handling that situation. I don't know, but depending on how they're grouped up, X number can like hold on to each cube as I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm. They are disorganized and they don't realize what you're doing right away. It takes. You can either go with
Hold on to the cubes.
you can go with the smaller group, or you can
No.
get...
No. As I cast that, I will also cast thaumaturgy on myself, so my voice booms.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to the ice cubes. I'll pull you forward.
Okay, gotcha. With that, I like that solution. All right.
Motherfucking cantrips, bitches.
And then Gawain, you're targeting crew on the ship, trying to get them, trying to just take them out. No kidding. Trying to ferry them to.
No survivors.
Woof.
No witnesses.
He has the strength to like throw them each like just. No.
Okay. Say.
And I will back pocket have a vortex warp for like any, if it comes up, a situation where the shape water doesn't work and I really need to save someone because something crappy's happening.
Okay, good to know.
But it's back pocket because it's spell slot.
Yeah.
Gawain, give me a... What's targeting check? You are... I'll say either perception or investigation, whichever you prefer. Obviously perception.
Yeah, it's going to be a perception.
You give me a perception check. Orion, give me an athletics.
Okay. Is Orion, is this for him to like get through the waves and stuff?
More for how many he can carry all at once.
Ah, okay, cool. Then yeah, if he's going to be the one ferrying them, then I'll, because I don't have concentration on anything else, I will go ahead and double density on him, so he has advantage on strength checks.
Gotcha.
And we're just going to go with his normal lion stat block.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a dirty 20 for Orion.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 21 for Gawain.
21 for Gawain. You suss these out. You suss these people out quickly, and Orion is able to... you're able to pull a couple of people up. Orion is able to grab a couple of people and sort of like combination hold on to them and swim and move them safely and quickly.
I will pull out of the puzzle box a bunch of rope that I actually I don't even need puzzle box. It's on my utility belt. I'll just pull out a bunch of rope and tie off some loops and throw it out into the water so that we can basically tow people instead of having to just carry them on Orion, because he should be able to pull significantly more. You're muted.
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Okay, so as Ned is gathering these people, Gawain is sort of jumping through as the other civilians on board also are like clamoring after you, and you have to be almost judicious and like, I'll be right back, as they're all like clawing at you, all different races, all different species, humans, hobgoblins. There's a centaur. There's there's a couple of kobold, elves, half elves, tritons, across the gambit. It is the much more traditionally diverse population that you would expect to see in a D&D setting.
This is
Mordenkainen's
Ark.
What's that?
This is Mordenkainen's Ark.
Basically. That's 9th level spell. Mordenkainen. That's a cool. Anyway. Oh gosh. What was that? It was... Oh man, anyway, I'm thinking of a... Anyway. you guys are beginning to you get everybody rounded up and beginning to pull them back to shore. Ivor, what are you doing?
In between mending, I'm holding my action just in case I have to vortex warp anyone.
Now, mending takes a whole minute, so you would be casting mending, and that would be taking your action. So unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to hold it, but you can keep it in your back pocket like Ned has. And you can stop and do that when something happens, maybe not immediately, but in response to certain events, absolutely. So you're working on mending. Give me an intelligence check to assess for structural stability and seeing where's a lost cause, where's the best place to put your efforts. This needs mended, that doesn't matter, because all we're trying to do is buy time. The ship is done. All that matters is how quickly will it go down. Can you get the people off in time?
Holy shit. Okay. First of all, natural 20.
Nice.
Total. What's my total?
Oh, natural 20.
Plus
That's fine.
24.
Yeah, 24.
Do you want to stay on the outside of the ship, or are you going to go inside? It is more dangerous inside.
Balls to the wall. I'll go for the more dangerous option.
Right,
I want these people to stay safe.
You're inside. You actually find a couple of people below deck who are getting caught inside the car as it's filling with water, basically. And you're able to get them out. And you are also able to, with a natural 20, sort of assess, okay, wall of force, it's being pushed this way. We need to reinforce this, but also we can connect it to the wall of force because that's going to last for a couple of minutes. Any sort of like radial connections are going to be where like the compression force is applied. So reinforcing those beams is going to be what I need to do. And you start mending those as Gawain and Ned start towing back to shore.
Hard.
As you guys are in the middle of this, another wave rises. This one a little bit bigger. This one a little bit more forceful. And it crashes over it. Let's see. I don't have a galleon, but I do have the stats for a space galleon. So we'll just use that. Okay. Strength save. We'll give it advantage. It's a massive thing. Natural 20. So it's going to take half damage.
Is that a good thing for us?
I guess we'll see.
Oh boy.
23. Okay. The ship buckles a little bit more, but not as much as you would have expected. Ivor, your mending has begun to reinforce it along with the additional bulwark provided by the wall of force. And sort of swelling and rising as this wave sort of crashes and then the water recedes is this form, this just maw of water, as it just like a sea monster but just made of liquid, and it just roars with the thunder of 1,000 torrents, and it's just the directed cone of rushing water, and it's some sort of elemental titan here in the lake. None of this is right. What's going on here? I need Gawain and Ned to also give me strength saving throws.
Oh,
And Orion.
great.
Ned,
Famously,
how
what
are you
Ned's good
towing?
at.
How are you towing them back to shore?
After the cubes are formed, I'll keep using shape water to just move the cubes from as they're holding on. Just control the cubes to bring them to shore.
Oh,
Kinda like-
right. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 23 from Gawain.
That'll succeed.
A 6 from Nedro probably doesn't succeed, right?
No, that's gonna fail.
What if I hit you with a flash of genius?
Are you within range? You're not. You're not within range, and I don't.
think you can
Aw.
see me.
You can't see. I don't know if you have to have line of sight or not. I don't remember.
And that's a
Let me read
21.
it.
21 from Orion.
Also succeeds. All right. So Gawain and Orion both succeed. So you will also take half damage.
I'm taking the full brunt of this.
You will take the full brunt of this tidal wave. Excuse me. So Ned, you take 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I do a
And you
concentration
are
check.
yes, concentration check DC 20 and you're knocked into the water.
Yeah.
Gawain and wow, not Cesar. Orion both take 20 and are not knocked prone.
I got a 21 on my concentration check.
Nice. Skin of your teeth.
You know that
Holding
plus.
on.
Gotta love sorcerers being proficient in it. That plus
Mhm.
8.
As the this massive sea monster, this elemental monster, just roars out. Yana, you are the guards are moving in force now in the town, and you hear ship, monster, disaster. Where did it come from? What's happening? Get there. There's people. Are you staying with Amaris?
I'm going
They're not
to-
commanding you, but this is just what
Yeah.
the guards are going on and what the people are saying.
Right. So I'm going to run upstairs, knock fiercely on the door, and say, Alexei, we need your help at Lake Zarovich. Amaris, I need to get you home really quickly.
Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help?
Do you know how to fight?
I mean, a little bit.
What are your skills, capabilities? I know what races are, but...
I'm more of a, I was practicing a little. I don't know. Honestly, I think I know. I'm more familiar with Rissa's skills than I am my own. But, oh no, I have to go. Mama and Papa, I have to go check on. I have to go with Mama and Papa. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you go with Mama and Papa. I'll get you there safe. At Alexei Lake. I'll meet you there.
Did you just
Okay.
say Amaris and Riss as separate things in front of Alexei?
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. Yana, give me an insight
Tricky.
check.
How about no?
How about no? Okay. I rolled a natural nope.
That was a 5.
All right. You rush Amaris back to the back into the western gate area where they have set up their sort of temporary dwelling. Drop them off at home, and you are rushing back to the lake. In the meantime, Alexei is headed there directly from the apartment. We'll say we'll do another. We'll just say, for the sake of brevity, another round or two, and then you guys, in the next round, or Alexi will arrive at the end of this next round, and then Yana, you will arrive at the end of the round after.
Okay.
So, yeah, with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Did we get a short rest after we finished the exorcism?
Did you guys take time for a short rest? I don't know if you did. I think the plan was to go to...
We kind of didn't.
I don't know if anybody like called it out and said that they did or didn't.
Because like what we ended up doing is all that happened afterwards is we had a conversation with Riss and then Amaris, and then we made our way downtown, walking fast.
Yep.
Got stood up by an old dude.
And we're homebound.
Right, exactly. But the faces that we saw was an old dude staring at us creepily. So
That's right.
Okay. Well, shit.
So, as you guys are... We'll get initiative.
Nat 20 for initiative for a 22.
Nice.
All right, I'm rolling
damn.
well tonight. I'm happy.
We'll get initiative, and then we'll take a quick break before we start this, or before we dive all the way in.
Okay.
I suited it there.
Yeah, dive all the way in. Yep.
All right, Gawain.
18.
Ivor.
17.
Nice. Ned, you got a 22.
22.
And Yana.
28.
Excellent. And our reduced threat Leviathan.
I'm sorry, a
Very
what?
well.
Reduced threat Leviathan?
Yeah. He's
Why is
not
that part of its name?
he's not a full elemental titan. He's the reduced threat version.
All right. Are you just salty because I murdered you with one of these?
No.
I feel like this.
I don't know.
It's been a long time coming.
I felt the smile with the that one, Steven.
All right.
I don't think you were being
So the sea monster rolled a 25. So we got Yana, then the Leviathan, then Ned, Gawain, and Ivor. Or Yana will be first when she gets here.
Yes.
And then you know what? I'll roll and just use Riss's initiative for Alexi. Natural 1.
Oh, I did have a question.
Yes.
We were already in the process of... I was already in the process of bringing people to shore. Gawain is, I don't know, is he chucking people? I haven't really figured out. Anyway, how many of the crew are already safe on shore and hopefully making their way into town, and how many are left?
You guys got here right at the very beginning, so no one has been guaranteed on the shore yet. The only people on shore are people who came from town.
So even like the shape water thing I was doing, I haven't gotten anyone to shore yet.
Not all the way to shore yet, no. You guys aren't far out, so your movement or moving it on this turn will get everyone there. But the Leviathan was able to react before you got everything, before you got everybody to shore on the previous round.
Okay, cool. I can work with that.
All right. So with that, the Leviathan will kick us off when we return. So let's take a quick 15 bio break, grab a drink, grab a snack. Don't go anywhere. It's heating up. As I always say, it's almost like I plan breaks on cliffhangers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so this Leviathan came out of nowhere in Lake Zarovich, along with this galleon. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of crazy people on it. We got centaurs, we got hobgoblins, we got kobolds, we got all kinds of species. Excuse me. But yes, with the initiative rolled, Yana is making your way to the making your way to the battlefield. We'll say with an action and a dash next turn, effectively, you'll be here. If you have a bonus action that you'd like to do at any point along the way, you may do so. Either this turn or next turn.
Okay. Bonus. I don't have my wolf, so I can't do that. No, just gonna run.
All right. So, the Leviathan is going to roll to see if its tidal wave recharges. And it does not. So instead, it's going to make a couple of attacks against... It's still more concerned with this boat. This boat is what it was going after in the first place. It's going to give it a bap and a boop.
Yeah, it's a really good thing that I healed within that last battle because I am still very close to death right now.
Okay. AC is not phenomenal. So it did... Both of those will hit. Damage threshold, however, is 15, which are met with both of them.
Did the mending help?
Yes, the mending did help. We'll say you had a chance to do enough mending that I'll have the actual damage taken. But both of these will go through into the hit point total. Alright, it is still not looking good. It can't take too many more rounds of this. However, you are well on your way to getting everybody clear. The survival of the boat is priority 0. The survival of the crew is the only thing anyone is worried about. That brings us to... Where is my initiative tracker? Ned.
Pretty sure it's me.
You are up next, followed by Gawain and then Ivor.
Is Shore within 30 feet of me?
Yes, Shore is within 30 feet. You have only, after that tidal wave, only 12 of the 20 people that you could have with you are still on the ice. Do you want to collect the people, or do you want to make it to get them to shore?
I'm going to do both. I have that capability.
How much movement do you have with the ice?
Well, that's a thing. Like, I think you're gonna have to rule it yourself because I don't know.
Okay, let's take a look.
Because I was kind of using this like a little bit differently. Like, there's usually I can move the flow of water, but not necessarily like there's no like I can move water or ice within this many feet. Because I guess it's normally not this application. I'm displaying it in VT though, so you can decide. My plan was to free custom Misty Step to get myself to the shore, and then try and continue to use Shape Water to save as many people I can that are on the ice cube. Okay. Just so you're aware of why I said I could do both.
Gotcha. Oh yes. You can definitely get yourself to shore. So I'll say you can use your movement to move the ice as far as you have movement. So 30 feet.
Well, I use 0 feet because I just simply
Correct. You can teleport, and then you can move the ice to shore, or you can spend that 30 feet collecting everybody else.
Wait, what's the difference between those two?
So you have 12 people on the ice right now. You can get those 12 people to shore, or you can collect the other 8 and be ready to move all 20 next turn. You just don't have enough movement with the ice to do both.
Are the ones who are not on, like, the ones who are not collected, do they look like they're in danger of, like, drowning if they don't hold on to something right now?
Not within the next 6 seconds.
And do the ones who are on the ice cube that I can bring back look in any way combat capable?
Somewhat. Some of them do look like they could do something.
Okay, I'll bring those to shore, and as I'm doing so, I'll be like, if you're able to fight, fight. If you're able to save others, do that. We need everyone on board here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Does he get advantage because of thaumaturgy?
No, not for
We work for
thaumaturgy.
intimidation. But my voice is still booming, so it's loud enough for everybody to hear. Because it lasts a minute. It's just that only gives advantage for intimidation, not persuasion. I could have threatened them to do it if you want me to. I want to get the advantage.
No, I think I like that. I think in this application I'll give you advantage with the thaumaturgy because it's also projecting and you have control of the situation.
And also, I just fucking saved them, and I'm assuming they're motivated to save their companions.
Mm-hmm.
Not 20, baby, which is good because
Yay!
the other one, my other roll was a 3. So.
Oh, nice. So, yes, with a natural 20, absolutely. You get these 12 to shore, and they immediately start rushing around, grabbing whatever they can. Guards have begun to assemble with arms, and these individuals report and are armed with bows and crossbows, ranged implements, as the other soldiers are as well.
I'm not going to tell the crew how to save their own people, but I'm assuming they have flotation devices and ropes that they can maybe use. I don't know. I'm throwing out ideas that might manifest in their head. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Ideas that might manifest. There's a couple who have some equipment. In the hubbub, they managed to maintain some life preservers or the equivalent. And they also begin to organize with the guards to get those rescue efforts underway.
Lastly, keep in mind my wall of force is still there. I have no idea what the positioning is between the ship, the Leviathan, and the wall of force because, that's you who knows it.
So the Leviathan is behind the ship, and the wall of force is between the two of them. The ship is in front of you, and the wall of force is sort of back there, because that's where you now realize that's where those tidal waves were coming from. So directly interposing between the tidal wave and the ship, also interposed between the Leviathan and the ship.
Got it. Lastly, if anyone were to look at Ned, he doesn't look like he's near death, but he certainly doesn't look healthy. So I'll leave it at that.
All right, on to Gawain. Ivor on deck.
Also, one more question. Are any of these people that I say the cleric that might throw a healing word out at me?
Did I make a cleric stat block?
Or a druid or anything else that can throw a healing word or a cure wounds? You know who needs bards? Ships need bards, and bards can cast healing spells. I'm just saying. I'm at 38 health, and I don't like it.
You saved the centaur, who is a druid and will reach out to you and cast a Cure Wounds.
Even better, healing word.
That is 10 points of health back to you.
I'll take it. Excellent. I'll thank him.
It's a lady.
I'll thank her. Look at me misgendering as well during this month.
It's okay. You didn't know. You didn't. I didn't give you.
I had reason.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Gawain with Ivor on deck.
Sweet. So, first thing, I am going to have Orion eat a healing pill. So he's gonna get back. Let me mark that off. Where's my D4s? There's my D4s. 9 HP back. Because that tidal wave fucked him up. And Orion is going to surge forward, and as he does, Gawain is just going to go just say out with his oh wait, actually I have a thing for this. It's the whole reason I have a voice changer.
Oh yeah, because you are enlarged. Yep.
To arms if you can. Ranged attacks.
And Gawain is going to go supernova and launch a starry wisp attack at the Leviathan.
Okay.
Its armor class is 10, so you got it. Don't worry.
Well, I have a +9 to hit, so I just don't nat one.
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't nat one.
That's a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
It's a big target.
D8. 12 plus, we're level 10. 22 points of radiant damage. But the more important part, on a hit, it takes 2d8 radiant damage, plus my 10 from my transformation. And until the end of my next turn, it emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and cannot benefit from the invisible condition.
Which I'm assuming is something this could maybe do.
It's a giant water monster in a lake. I'm imagining it's a problem.
You strike it with the Starry Wisp, and what was just a neck out of water, coming out of the water with a head on the end, it sort of like ripples across it, and it's so much bigger. It's like an iceberg under the water. There's like 50, 60, 70, like 70, 80% of it is under the water still. It's massive. And you guys immediately realize that, yes, in water, underwater, it is all but imperceptible.
Good call.
My only ranged attack.
So you hit it with a flare. Orion is towing people to shore?
Yes, and you said we could do that with one movement.
Yes, 30 feet away.
Okay, cool. So he has 50 feet of movement. So he will... actually, he has 60 feet of movement right now because I have him double densitied.
Oh, right.
Or sorry, no, 40. Because he has 10 feet less when he has double density. That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bigger is slower. Yeah, okay. So he has 40 feet. So he'll take 30 feet to get there, drop off these the people that I was towing, hopefully get them 11.
11 of 20.
And Ned has the other 9.
No, Ned has 12 of 20 of his own. So Ned has 8 more to get. You have 9 more to get.
Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm at 11 out of 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Ned is 12 out of 20. Okay. And I'll take, for my resistances, I will take bludgeoning and piercing. But yeah, that is, and then I'll have Orion Can he use an action to take another pill?
I would say yeah.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
I just don't want to lose my mount.
Mm-hmm.
I can't swim great in plate mail. If you can't believe it.
Shocking. As you go back out another 10 feet with that final movement, as he's sort of like licking another pill off of his forearm. That brings us to Ivor with Alexi on deck.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, your rain's back to full.
So you are inside the ship still. In the bones of the ship, inside. It is folding around you slowly. Slower because of what you've done, but still folding.
Okay. Could Echo still be outside of the ship?
I believe so. I don't think you have to see... You don't have to see him, but you can't see through him, necessarily. That's its own ability. So, he can still be there as long as you're within 30 feet.
Can he take a shot?
No, because technically you shoot through from his position. So, he can only shoot at stuff that you can see.
So I have to get outside of the ship first.
You would have to leave the ship first, yes.
Okay, as I'm ushering people out, so that I'm gonna use my full movement to get outside of the ship and usher people out.
Okay. Yes, so there weren't many inside. So grabbing and helping the last person or two, they will be included in the next ferry from either Gawain or Ned. You make your way all the way outside onto the sort of, it's now like pretty like severe angle for the deck of the ship.
Yeah, concave, yeah. Absolutely. All right, so I use my movement. I get everybody out. I will take... Can I take 2 normal shots?
Yeah, once you're outside, you can use your action as normal. This thing is very obviously out there and in the middle of everything.
Okay. I'll take my 2 normal shots. Ooh. Okay. That's the first one is a 19.
19 total will hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the next one?
Yeah, since you're firing twice. And then you can just roll damage together.
Whoa! That was an actual 20.
Haha! Nice.
Alright. I need... Oh boy. Skill. Is okay. So 10 damage on the first hit. And then 15 plus crit damage. I don't know what that is.
2d12.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted, Steven.
Just roll it again and we'll subtract 5 from the total. Thank you.
Rolling again.
All right, so another 9, so 24.
Not big damage, but decent.
It has begun to take notice of the insects firing at it, and just ding, ding, ding. Another roar with the sound of a maelstrom. Anything else?
Can Echo fire?
Yeah, if you want to unleash Incarnation, do you have any left?
He should have 1 left after the last fight.
I think that hits.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so last Incarnation shot.
Holy shit!
Somebody doesn't like a bang, bang, bang. Not a fan. As these...
The bullets that are coming out, does it look like he's taking less damage from it than expected?
No, because this is considered a magical weapon for Ivor.
Okay. No, I'm making sure. And honestly, I don't even know why I asked, because what I might do, that wouldn't matter for that. So never mind.
All right. It is now Alexi's turn.
Oh.
Alexi rushes up. He gets here.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What level does Alexi look?
Lower than you guys.
Significantly lower? Like, does it look like his presence here will actually be helpful, or more of like, shit, we gotta watch out, this guy might die?
Both.
Wizards.
He is a wizard.
Can I have Cesar move toward
Oh yes.
Nedro?
Yes, Ned. Cesar moves up and is able to accompany Ned, as Ned is right on the shore. Alexi approaches and is going to get right up to the water's edge, and he's going to pull out a spell book and page through it. It's much, you see him flipping through, and there's a lot more empty pages in the back than Riss has, as he opens it up and begins to cast from it, and he casts water breathing on Gawain, Ned. I don't think Ivor's in range. No, Ivor. We'll say Ivor's right on the 30-foot radius, and then 7 of the people out there still in the water.
How many people? There's how many left in the water?
There are.
We do 7 of the most pissed off looking individuals.
Yeah,
who would look like they'd be...
the ones who look like they're just about. Yeah, not the ones that are drowning. The ones who look like they'll be mad if he doesn't help. No, it's 7 of the 17 that are out there yet. The 7 who look like they are the least capable.
Wait, I have
he hits
7.
with water breathing.
I thought I had like 12 or 10 you said left, not 17 left in the water.
No, 17 between the 2 of you. You have 8. Gawain has 9.
Got it.
I'm hoping.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking. Like, are we still over here?
No, you guys are off the map. You guys are up here.
Yeah. What I was going to say is, and I hope, because you said there were some Tritons among them, that water breathing was not cast on people who can obviously be underwater.
Obviously. Actually, he's never seen a Triton before. He wouldn't
know.
know.
He knows what scales are.
There might have been a little bit of a miscalculation there. He only rolled, although no, what's his bonus? Because he rolled a 7, but nature would put him over 10. So he's like, you look fishy. I'm gonna use it on people who aren't fishy.
Maybe the centaur.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so he casts water breathing.
Cool, I'm not gonna drown.
And we'll say top of the round. We'll just say Yana, you get here this round.
Okay.
With a movement. You have your action if you would like to do something.
So bonus action, I'm gonna pull out my potion of greater healing and down that. And then, since I can't do much else and I don't really want to get in the water,
Get in the water.
I'm just gonna pull out my crossbow and take 2 shots at the Leviathan.
Do you have crossbow expert?
Didn't realize I would need that.
Yeah, unfortunately, crossbows have the loading property. I believe.
If you have a short bow, it doesn't.
No, all I've got is this crossbow. So I'll take 1
How
shot
far
and
is
then
she
reload.
from the action? Like
What's that?
distance-wise, how far is she from the action distance-wise?
With her, we'll just say with her movement, she can get up to the shore with Alexi.
Got it.
And that's within 80 feet.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Okay. So I will take 1 shot and reload
Sounds good.
with my light crossbow.
You could. Oh no, you bonus action took a potion. Never mind.
Yep. It's 25 to hit
Oh, for sure.
with 7 piercing damage.
Now this unfortunately does not have the full impact that you would expect, as it is a non-magical weapon. However, damage is damage.
Yep.
Every point counts.
Exactly.
Damn you, old stat blocks.
Now, it is the Leviathan's turn. He's
Does
gonna
it have
roll.
to be?
It does have to be. He's gonna roll to see if he gets his tidal wave back, which he does.
Fuck. Because I am not going to survive this.
And you see he withdraws into the water a little bit, and because of Gawain's radiant attack, you see the body just sort of like swirl into a funnel and then just sort of like explode outward, and that's what pushes the water. I need everyone to give me a strength saving throw.
Everyone that's near me has a +5.
I don't know how close you are to us.
You guys are on opposite sides of the ship in my head, so it would be you and obviously Orion. I don't think that you're within 10 feet of anybody else. Just because Orion would have moved 10 feet out to get closer to the individuals, I assume.
I got a 5.
I got a 20.
20 will succeed. 5, unfortunately, will not.
Can I get advantage because we can see him creating this wave? I'm just making up shit as I go. I don't know. Like, I can brace myself knowing that he's doing it a second time.
It succeeds.
What is this?
Strength
again?
save.
Strength. Oh, great.
From Cesar as well.
Fuck!
Eh. 22 from Gawain and a 27, I think, from Orion.
Both will succeed.
Well, that's a fail from Ivor and a dirty 20 from Cesar.
And a dirty 20 from Cesar. 20 will just succeed. Ivor, what did you roll?
4.
Oh, 4. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. 17 off of that becomes... That's a better number. All right. Yana, Gawain, Orion, Cesar. You guys take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Immune.
Well,
Which I
Steven, I don't know why you keep doing this.
What do you mean you're immune?
My character sheet says immune to bludgeoning,
Your
piercing, and
character-
slashing.
That's because of the glitch
It's-
on the
yeah,
tower.
when you're
that you
in
have.
Darren's instant fortress. It's gotta be, right?
No, it is. It is. It is a glitch.
Let's
That's how it's
see.
reading it. Because that's not what the magic item says.
It is immune to... No, that's not it.
It is.
25. You sneaky bitch.
So
But it's a
20.
fun glitch.
You would have let me get it. You if I oh man, I gotta watch you.
That's
Terrible.
what it says. All I can do is go by what it says.
Absolutely terrible. You know what? You're in timeout. Get on top of the fridge. Yes. And then so Ned and Ivor, you both take 41 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I am near
41.
death, my friends. And I need
Ned
to do a
is also
concentration check.
knocked. Yes, concentration. Ned's also knocked prone. And Ivor is also knocked prone.
I got a 12, which I'm sure means Wall of Force is now down.
Wall of
did
Force
you roll with
drops.
advantage?
Oh wait, yes, because I forgot I had extended spell on it. Thank you for reminding
Yeah.
me.
Yep, got you, bud.
Nice.
Because that's a 21, so it's
Excellent. All right, so it has the ship will have advantage on its save because of Wall of Force. That's going to be enough to succeed, so it's only going to take 20 damage.
I've never
It
expected
is
to use a spell this
looking-
way.
It is looking rough. This ship will not hold on much longer.
But everyone's off it, right?
But everyone is off it. You guys have managed to clear it before all of that. Before it collapsed with some clever spells and clever thinking. The Leviathan is also it wants to destroy this boat. That's its main goal. This boat is still around. It's not going to go anywhere. So that was its action. And it's still a good 40 feet out past shore. That brings us to Ned with Gawain on deck.
Why is this Leviathan so pissed off at this boat?
I guess Chaos doesn't like pirates. I don't know.
All right. I do want to know. Okay, between the water breathing, Gawain being present, how many people are in the water actively right now? I know I see some people on shore. Gawain sees some people. I want to know the number of people in the water that still need to be saved.
So, with the number of people in the water that still need to be saved.
Because you gave me a number of
Some.
4, but it sounds like it's been changing, so I'm a little bit confused.
Yes, it will have changed because the tidal wave would for sure have thrown some people onto shore.
So he inadvertently might have saved them a little bit.
Well, they did. Most of them took the full brunt of that and are very much dead and dying. Although
I can save them. I can save them.
We'll have both of them. So we'll add. There's only 4 left for you to grab, Ned, and we'll say 5 left for Gawain to grab.
Are they close enough that on a cube that I can do that?
Yes.
For each other. Okay. And so if I use my movement to get up from prone, I only have 15 feet to move them. Because you were using movement for my shape.
I was using movement. For this, the standing up from prone won't impact this.
Okay.
You still have 30 feet. You can still move that 30 feet.
So I'd like to do that just to get them to safety.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, is like, and if anyone can spare a heal,
As
I will continue to ask for this as I'm like, as my chest is caved in from this big ass wave that just came at me.
There's an anchor wedged in your shoulder. It's wild.
And let's see, hold on, because I can do some self healing meanwhile.
DM, what is the
Yes.
armor class I'm trying to hit here? for the Leviathan?
The Leviathan is just a 17.
17, cool.
Hold on, give me 1 sec to just math out what's a better choice here for spells.
17 AC, cool.
You can do it.
We can help. The Gnome Depot.
The Gnome Depot.
I wish I could help, but I'm not programmed at the moment.
Okay, so apparently, with the average roll of a level 5 healing word, I could get 30 health.
Ooh.
That's an average roll.
Yeah.
If I cast 8 on myself at that, it'll be a guaranteed 20, I believe, because that's what I did last time.
5, 10, 15, 20.
But
25.
I
No.
think the issue
5, 10,
comes
15, 20.
in that I actually can't do that because I use my action to cast the Shape Water. I could use a bonus action to either Healing Word or quicken an Aid. But if I want to cast it at that level, I need to make a spell slot, which takes a bonus action to do. So I can't do both. So the highest level spell slot I have otherwise...
To helping you in this decision, the druid is going to oh my gosh, we need you, and is going to help you up and cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds. So that's 5, 10, 15...
68. That's pretty good.
20, 25 health.
25 health?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm still gonna heal myself a little bit more because fuck this. That's 15 health, or I think work is 2, 4, 6, 8. 6. Yeah, I'm going to cast a 4th level healing word on me, which will be 2, 4, 6, 8. 8d4 plus 5. $21 plus 5 is another 26.
Very nice.
Okay, so that's enough that I could survive another full... Well, unless he crits another full force tidal wave, I think. One more question. What is, like, how... When I've seen it, how far off the shoreline can he cast... Can he do this thing? This tidal wave? Like, how far do I need to be from the shoreline in order to not get hit by it?
Let's see. He has... This is also hit. This crashed and also hit a bunch of the guards. And it went pretty far back beyond you. Let's see. Creates a wave of water that extends from a point it can see within 120 feet of itself. And the wave is up to 250 feet long, 250 feet tall, and 50 feet wide. So it is massive. He's doing it from his space, basically. So yeah, the water is lapping, and every hit it goes further and further back. The water would be creeping onto the Vallaki map at this point.
So basically, there's really no escape from this.
Yeah, if he keeps tidal waving, it's gonna be a bad time.
Got it. Either way, my movement's already been used up on saving those 4 people. Hopefully, Gawain will get the rest, and/or Ivor, and/or Yana. I don't know. But that was my action, bonus action, and movement then. So I cannot do anything else.
Gawain, there are 5 people left.
Cool. So, Orion is going to use his movement to go 40. Actually, I'm going to drop the concentration on the magnify density because he's enlarged anyways. He doesn't fucking need it. It's literally just slowing him down at this point. So I'm going to drop that. we're going to use his 50 feet of movement to go out, grab as many of those people as we can with the tethers that are hooked onto the saddle. And then as we turn, I'm going to basically go under the waves with Orion so that we go a little faster, so there's not as much wind drag, because he's probably a little more hydrodynamic, and I can breathe underwater now, thanks to Alexi. And I'm going to level the axe at the Leviathan and shoot off another starry wisp. It's it was like a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah.
21 points of radiant damage. And again, it puts off light and cannot be invisible.
Okay. It is at. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then after that, I'm going to use Orion's action to dash to get back to the shore.
So
And
Orion has enough movement that he can go the last 20 feet out, grab those people, and then head 30 feet back in.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't need to use his action to dash then?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Just in case there was anything that you wanted to do with that.
I don't think he can really do much. Could he give me the help action on an attack roll?
I think you have to be within 5 feet of the target.
That's right. Okay. He will simply hold an attack.
Okay.
And just in case it gets close for any reason. Yeah, and I am going to, as Gawain gets closer, he is just going to use a bonus action I'm going to try to get into the most prime spot for a 30-foot emanation from me. To get as many people as I can that just got hit by the tidal wave, that are more than likely unconscious and making death saving throws. I'm going to use a channel divinity to turn the tide.
Oh, nice.
Which allows me to roll 1d6 plus 5. And any creature within 30 feet of me that is below half its hit points regains 1d6 plus 5. I rolled a 5, so that is 10 HP to every one of those creatures.
Nice. A number of the unconscious individuals do sort of wake up and vomit up and hack up the lake water in their lungs. Some of them died on impact, unfortunately. But a number of individuals do sort of resuscitate from death's door. Are you aiming to include Ivor in this, or are you aiming to include more civilians?
Oh, I have to choose?
Yes, because you would be able to get more civilians if you're further, just a little bit off. Ivor's right on the 30-foot edge. If you're right on the shoreline.
Gawain goes for the civilians.
Okay. Yana and Ned also get that 10 points of healing.
Oh, cool.
You're muted, buddy.
I'm not bloodied, so it doesn't affect me.
Ah, gotcha. That's right.
I got enough healing to not be.
You healed too much, damn it.
I'd rather have that than a 10.
Were you below half, Yana?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Just kidding. I forgot that it has to be below half.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ivor. Oh yeah, Ivor could have used it. That's fine though.
It's fine. I'll probably
is
live.
fine.
Maybe.
Well, speaking of Ivor, it's your turn. You are on the ship that is currently collapsing. All of the civilians have been gathered and taken to shore. You are clear. Everyone is clear. What you doing?
Okay. So no one is like being taken by the current, or like I don't have to vortex warp anyone.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to try my best to get to shore.
All right. What is your movement speed?
I have 30.
30. Okay. Everybody can inherently swim. Water is considered difficult terrain. If you want to give me an athletics check for your action, no. If you want to use your action to dash, you could make it back to shore.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. And then let's see. I'm going to upcast. I don't know. I can only do that.
It'll have to be a bonus action because you had to dash with your action.
I don't know if you have any bonus action spells.
Yeah, can I just second level cure wounds on myself?
No, that would be your full action. You already used that to dash. You would have to have healing word to heal yourself.
You could take a potion though.
You could take a potion as a bonus.
Let me check my inventory real quick.
I got the potions, buddy.
All right.
Yeah.
Which one are you giving me?
I only have the standard.
Standard? What is that, a D8?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
All right.
And
movement action bonus.
Yep. All right.
Let's see.
All right. That's 9 points.
That's pretty good.
Alexi. Yeah, absolutely.
9 points.
Alexi is going to flip to another page in his spell book and begin to cast. And the Leviathan needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Please tell me this is like Tasha's hideous laughter or something.
Oh, yeah.
It does have a plus 10, and it rolled a 10. So that is very much a success against slow.
Oh.
Would have been great if it had gone through. However, it is able to shake off the effect. He is going to and start to retreat as everyone there. All of the guards and individuals are going to loose a volley, which I had forgotten to do last time. So let's do a bunch of shots.
Forget again. Forget again.
No, we want
No. The guards are going to do a. Well, I rolled 2d20, and one of them is a nat 20, so we're just going to roll a whole bunch of dice. I'm going to get my d6s. I'm going to get my d8s. I'm going to get my d10s. And I think I'll grab my d12s as well and just roll all of those for damage. All right. 2, 3, 6, 12, 16, 25, 27, 31, 34, 36. Halved to 18. As a bunch of bolts and arrows just sort of like through its form. It's definitely it's losing size as its volume of water is decreasing. It's not what it was, and it's certainly not what it could be. It's also not quite on death's door, but it's clear that there's an impact. That brings us to the top of the round, Yana.
So, having reloaded, she is going to fire off another crossbow bolt.
Go for it.
25 to hit
Does it
for
make-
an 11.
Does it make your weapons magical when you put your rights on them? Just a question.
Actually, it does. So,
Then it does extra damage.
uh-huh.
Yeah, if you want to add that on there for this attack, you can
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, we'll go with lightning damage for it.
Lightning.
And
Okay.
I take 5 points from adding it. And it takes 5 points of lightning.
Okay, 5 points plus 11,
Uh-huh.
total of 16.
Does the lightning look any more effective? Are we doing Pokemon rules?
No, lightning is not. It is not vulnerable to lightning,
Even in
All
the
right.
water?
even in the water, unfortunately.
All right, I have one more Pokemon type to try against it.
Razor Leaf.
Action.
All right.
Do pass.
It is now the Leviathan's turn. We're gonna see if it gets its tidal wave back.
If it does, fuck that dice.
I'll roll a different one. Because it only recharges on a 6. It's not a 5 or 6. It's only a 6. So I have a 15% chance. 16% chance. That's a 1.
Okay.
What's up, Ivor?
Oh, I only wanted to ask, did Russian Echo get destroyed by the tidal wave?
For sure. He only has 1 health.
Okay.
So instead, the he is this Leviathan is realizing that it's not going his way. He is going to do a passive or a closing bap and boop against the ship, which the Wall of Force is negating his siege monster ability. So he's not doing double damage because of where the Wall of Force is placed. However, he does hit on both of those, and he does meet the damage threshold on both of those. And it is enough to fully shatter the spine and what remains of this galleon before he just sort of like smacks it, and then just sort of dives and begins to swim away. Nobody is out there. Everybody's on the shore, and he has 120-foot swim speed. So he's diving deep into the lake. So he's off to lick his wounds, leaving you to catch your breath and lick your wounds. But yeah. Quickly evacuating everyone off of this beach, just in case, who knows, something happens and this guy comes back. You guys are able to retreat back into Vallaki, where the guards escort all of these new individuals. Let's see how many people of the 40 survived. I'll roll 2d10 and see how many casualties there were. Excuse me, how many fatalities there were. There were 16 of the 40.
Damn, we did worse than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought we saved so many.
14 fatalities?
16
That's bad.
fatalities. Oh wait, 16 survived or 16 died?
No, 16 died.
16 died.
So
Holy shit.
over half survived. This guy dished out like hundreds of damage to several individuals who are commoners with extra skills. And and it's just this. Sea monsters are devastating. Excuse me. There are a number of bodies that are to be buried. However, all of the all 24 survivors owe their lives to you, who rushed out to save them from this awful sea monster. What's up, Gawain?
Sorry, I just realized I'm going to, because I still have 2/3 level spell slots, and Gawain could not live with himself if he didn't do everything he possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to go over to the first two, like, if he sees two bodies floating in the water, he's going to go up to each and cast Revivify.
Okay.
Because it's been
quick.
Less than a minute.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long. Revivify is just an action, right? It's not like a ritual.
Yeah, it's an action.
Action. Yeah, absolutely. We'll subtract 2 from that fatality list and add them to the survivors.
Two Revivified. And do we think that I don't know how often the abbot can bring back the dead, but I don't know if he is able to do that or if Father Donovich is able to.
Father Donovich, I don't think can. The abbot can once a day, I believe. However, he doesn't generally raise people just across the board. Or even if he does try, he can only do, I think it's one a day. So he's not able to keep up with all of the other deaths. So he doesn't do it a lot, but he can, and that could be a conversation if you would like.
If it's not a thing that he can like readily do and not a thing that he openly does, I don't think Gawain would pressure him into it.
Yeah, he doesn't advertise it, but he will when requested, especially by you guys, or when somebody seeks him out for it specifically, and he deigns to do it. Yes, 1 per day. Raise dead. But as you guys return to Vallaki, the survivors are escorted with the guards along with you to the main guardhouse, town hall, to debrief and figure out exactly what's going on. Where you also are able to talk with the some of the individuals who are on the boat.
Is the captain alive?
No, the captain did not make it. However, there are several passengers who you could talk to. There's a couple other passengers. Actually, no, that's not true. The captain is alive. He is a hobgoblin. Introduces himself as Davin, Daavn, and
can we have that in chat?
Yes, I'll also get you a little bit of art.
Ooh, we get art too. Yeah,
you have art of this character, and you planned on killing them. Wow.
I made a stat block.
Because I made a stat block and you were going to put him on the list of dead people? Wow.
I realized that this guy could be the captain.
Wow.
Everyone say hi.
He is a swashbuckler.
Ooh, he looks cool. I like the glasses.
I like the sword. All of the glasses are dope, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We can exchange tips on maintenance.
Exchange tips? Oh my.
Well, that's not what I was thinking, but I guess I don't know.
My mind is just in a gutter. Don't mind me.
The charisma checks haven't been made against each other to find out.
He's a tall guy. He's over 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he has several piercings all over his body, and he is sort of like playing and sort of like twirling his hair, almost like a fidget, as you guys approach.
Are you the captain?
Oh, yes, I am Davin. I suppose I should be thanking you. It was... What do you know what happened? Where are we?
You are in the land of Barovia.
I'm going to roll an intelligence check for Davin.
No one knows what Barovia is, man.
He does not know what Barovia is. Barovia was once part of the Primaterial Plane. Perhaps someone will recognize it from legends and stories, but not Davin. He's a pirate, basically. He's a ship captain.
Where do you hail from, Davin?
Well, we were on the, going down the Sword Coast. There's a war going on that we were going to supply, and we skirted around the Moonshay Isles. It seems we came too close to the Straits of the Leviathan. One of them strayed out and was keen on sinking our boat.
Quick question. Prior to... Oh shit, I guess just me and Sunflower arriving here, because everyone else is either from here or from some crazy dimension in the future. Was there a war going on somewhere?
It sounds like it was one of more of a local skirmish. He references Baldur's Gate having been doing something, which doesn't necessarily surprise you. Baldur's Gate, they are always doing something, and so there's a bit of a it's not a siege, but it's hard to get supplies over land, so they were doing a special a special aquatic run. And because of where they were coming from, they had to skirt around the Moonshay Isles. And was going to come up south through the Sea of Swords.
So you got attacked by a Leviathan and just ended up here? No.
Well, the Leviathan... It was a thunderstorm, and the Leviathan arose, and a maelstrom whirlpool sucked us in. I assumed it was the Leviathan, but if it came with... Perhaps this is... Or perhaps it decided to bring us here to a more advantageous location.
I would say arriving here wasn't Leviathan's plans either.
What is this, Barovia?
The land with no sun.
God damn it.
The skies are always overcast with these thick clouds of the mists.
Well, Barovia is a land that is somehow in its own dimension, I guess. It has been so for many years. If you look to the sky and see that the sun's not out, that's always how it is. And, well, as you can see, I'm a dwarf. Humanoids other than humans are not typical here. So I'm actually also not from this area. So you might get a few stares.
Well, that is good to know.
That being said, well, granted, I still don't know the mechanics of how I got here, but I don't. Yana, do you recall a group this large ever arriving at once or hearing about it?
I can honestly say I don't remember ever hearing of a group this large, aside from the ancient histories before the mists surrounded the valley.
Jan, it's at this point that you realize Strahd is on the move.
Can I tell where or which direction?
Same direction, but he's approaching, basically.
Shit.
Got it. Apparently your arrival has been taken notice of by someone you don't want to take notice of you. We should probably get you into the city of Valaki and find a place for you. Quick.
Do we know of a building that could hide 40 odd people
The church.
that was destroyed?
You
Yeah.
could hide some people, but if you need to keep them away from Strahd, you need some sort of like hallowed ground.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to hide these people. He's going to know. Realistically. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna be able to actually hide them unless we talk to Lady Walker or someone. Yeah.
I mean, there's a giant ship that's like in the middle of this lake. I don't think he's going to not see that.
Mhm.
Fair.
It's a very hard task to hide that many people.
Um,
Can we try the Reformation Center?
That is an old derelict building.
Yep.
there
All right. Let's go.
We could always see if the abbot or Father Lucius or Lucian would be able to consecrate it for us.
We do know of a secret entrance too, so we don't have to take them in the front.
Oh yeah, it's in the Cape Bush.
I'll say that there's a reason we have Bush marked on the map.
Secret entrance bush. Too many
I'd say Kate.
Secret bush hole.
Because it's Kate Bush.
I don't know
Sure,
who
it's
that
not
is.
Jenna.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
You don't know Running Up That Hill?
Uh huh.
She's the one who sings it. I'm
Yeah.
talking to Gawain.
No, I don't know the song.
Did you ever see Stranger Things?
Make a deal
No.
with God.
Oh.
Get us to swap our
Oh.
places.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I do know that one.
Yeah, that's a good song. Real quick, while all of this is happening, Cesar is going to ask Amaris if she needs assistance.
Amaris is not present. Is with
Oh, yeah.
their family.
Oh shit. My bad. Alright, never mind.
Not a worry.
I guess we're going through information. As we're walking there, it's like, so to be clear, your honor ship, a Leviathan appeared. It was also a storm, and then you ended up here. You didn't see anything else in particular occur.
Did you... When you... Sorry, go ahead. Write this down.
Well, it was. It was a storm. There was fog. There was the Leviathan. The visibility was it was incredibly low. Another hobgoblin who was also on the ship approaches as well. Very different build, much more slight, much more of an academic. It was quite foggy, and it was almost as though the water swirled beneath the ship as the storm clouds swirled above.
Did the academic at all look like he understood what Barovia was?
No.
Got it.
I rolled for him as well. He did not, even at advantage.
I'm assuming it's not that well known.
Yeah, probably not. When you appeared in Barovia, did you appear on top of the water or below the water?
No, we came up from the bottom of the lake very quickly.
Gawain just turns to Ned. Do you think that means there might be a portal at the bottom of the lake?
I mean, potentially, but even when I got here, there wasn't really a portal. Come to think of it, there's just a random Leviathan in that lake now. That's a later problem.
That's a when we're well rested problem.
My chest uncaves in.
Gawain burns the last of his. He uses his healing hands ability to, unconcave his chest.
I can breathe again.
I just pour a bunch of hot water and grab a suction cup and start yanking on it.
Magical plunger.
I do not,
just in case we get.
I really don't know what's going on here. It's just a different. It sounds like the way you're talking, we're not dead.
Well, we're not. No, we're not dead. You're not dead.
So this isn't the afterlife.
God, I
This
hope
is
not.
Another. It's another plane, is what they said. Another plane of existence, a pocket dimension.
Yes, ruled by a pretty shitty guy who's on his way here.
Oh, well, that's just lovely.
Also, he's a vampire, so you may want to get your people to safety very, very quickly.
But also, if you know how to defeat a vampire, let us know.
We're rushing people at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's walking and slight jogging.
Yeah, moving people along. The town guards realize what's going on, sort of take a cue from you, and have picked up and will continue to take statements and get an idea of what's going on from the Reformation Center as a temporary sort of staging point. As you guys are hurrying over. Is anyone going for the abbot?
I'm not, but I will make a point to the centaur who healed me twice. Go up to her and be like, "Thank you so much.
Ooh,
You really
of
saved my
course.
life out there."
I could tell that you were doing a lot of good, and so I figured I did at least do my part to give you a hand.
Well, amazing work on your part,
Thank you, Zendoya.
Ned. And I will reach out my hand.
Say Zendoya?
Then I didn't come up with it.
No, I'm just asking. I just want to make
Yes.
sure I heard that right.
Yes, I will
it's-
get you the spelling.
Is she an actress, singer, and model? And is she dating a spider person?
Spider. She's dating a a Dryder. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, by the way, Ned, that's 15 HP to you with my healing hands.
Oh, you were actually doing that. I'm fine
Oh.
health wise. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm at 58, but so I'll take it. Sure. I don't know what Strahd's gonna do.
that's yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, I might as well. I was gonna do it and mark it off anyway, so I was like, I should probably actually roll this.
Oh, she looks cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, not for nothing, but people are definitely staring at a centaur.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Most people have never even heard of a creature like this, let alone seen like a rendition of one.
I will actually warn about this. Like, since it's an FYI, I would let the captain know. But you guys just kind of randomly appeared in this pocket dimension. Anything that's not a human is different to these two people here. They haven't really seen that, and I'm sure you get your fair share of stares as is. You're gonna get them more here.
Absolutely wonderful. Just what I was looking for. More othering.
Yeah, it's not the best. They're good people though, and they'll just be aware that, like myself, we're not originally from this plane.
Some of us do stick out a little more than others. It's fine. They've been rather accepting.
Yeah, they're curious, but not like asking idiotic, ignorant questions of the bright. So far, at least.
So where are you all from? As she's just sort of like trotting, as everyone else is sort of like moving and like mildly out of breath. She's just like, this is like a Sunday stroll, like a nice little canter.
Well, originally not from this plane of existence,
Certainly.
but I'm from a place called Roxapod Island. That might be a roll.
I haven't heard of it.
Not many have. Doesn't stay in one place for too long.
It doesn't stay in one place for too long.
Not at all. Small island, kind of split between a chaos and order realm kind of thing going on, and kind of changes places monthly.
I love the branding. Love the branding.
It's interesting.
I'm sure it is. We don't have anything that interesting in Waterdeep.
Oh, you're from Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. My family's well-to-do. We're one of the only centaur families in the nobility.
Really quick question: how long has Ned been here?
Ned has been here a couple of months.
Got it. Look, I've been in Barovia for a few months now. I have no idea what's going on back where I'm from, or at least where we're from. Has anything of note happened?
It's been a couple. There's been a number of skirmishes all along the Sword Coast. Nothing individually that feels like it would be a surprise, but certainly a coincidence for the time and all that's happening at once.
So a lot of fighting going on at once.
Yes, a lot of almost like it's being fermented, being stirred up. There's Baldur's Gate getting in the spat with the tribe of Yuan-Ti, and that's escalating, and Waterdeep is dealing with his own problems, and there's a mage running about, and he's doing God knows what. It's chaotic. Everywhere. Not just some places, everywhere.
And as she's saying this, there's a very serious look in Ned's, well, not in his face, not his eyes. He's had those covered, but like he looks almost stony faced, like he's reflecting on something. Understood. Thank you.
She clocks and realizes, obviously now is maybe not the time to get deep into this, but recognizes what your body language, and will be circling back to talk to you about this later.
Zendoya will remember this.
Yes, Zendoya will remember this. Ned. As you guys arrive at the Reformation Center, everybody's sort of shuffled in. Everybody's roughly cataloged, names written down, and people are shown around. It's a couple of areas are turned into makeshift shelters. Go ahead.
Gawain instructs every member and every guard that they are to give no one verbal permission to enter the Reformation Center. No vampires.
Understood.
People are to have to assume that they are welcome in. If someone is asking to come in, that's a problem.
Is there one exception?
No.
No exceptions.
Okay.
Because that one exception is going to be Strahd, and he's going to fucking murder everyone.
No, I was talking about what's her name? The one that starts with an M.
Ludmilla?
Ludmilla.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
she
yeah.
has no reason to come in here.
None.
Absolutely no reason.
You don't
Okay.
want to blow her cover.
Got it. No exceptions. Got it. My bad.
Also, it's not even like the guards know that we're working for the Miller either.
Yeah.
Understood. Very good. We will take care of it.
And you guys are getting set, getting people. What's the end goal here? Is it just to get people set up as like a shelter? Are you trying to like hide them and protect them?
Yes and yes.
Second. Yes.
Okay.
Yes and yes, but Ned is not thinking the hiding things that'll be at all feasible anyway. There's still a giant ship with a bunch of dead bodies. Like, Strahd isn't dumb. It's basically what his thoughts are about this.
Yeah.
But protecting is obviously the goal.
All right. Is anyone going for the abbot? Going for the Father Lucian?
I'm going to go get the abbot.
Okay. What's up, Ivor?
I think I'm preoccupied because, again, you killed my baby boy, so
Oh, did I?
have to do that. Yeah.
Wait, Cesar died?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Oh, probably the
The
second
tidal wave.
wave.
The tidal wave.
The second one or the third one? Yeah.
Yes. Shit.
Let the record show
It
that
was
Stephen
the
has
second
now.
one.
Let the record show that Stephen has now killed Cesar more than Sarah did.
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't think anyone's ever killed Caesar more than I have.
Like, throughout this, Ned is going to keep, like, interviewing people, mostly just to hear news of, his world.
Mm-hmm.
And see whatever information he can piece together.
Oh boy. That's a good session so far.
Yeah.
DM, can we
Yeah.
take a short rest?
Or even a long rest.
Yeah, long rest. Long rest, please.
I don't know.
Well-
How long does it take Strahd to get here? Is he like walking just slowly, maybe? Right?
Yeah, just he's on a Sunday stroll.
Yeah,
Sort
why
of-
not?
When he gets here, he gets here.
Yeah, he's the Strahd.
He you make it to the abbot, who is absolutely willing to come, but he does inform you right out the gate, I am not capable of hallowing ground. That takes extensive time or a great act of courage. I fear I will not be much help in for keeping the devil at bay.
What does the latter mean? I'm just curious.
The great act of courage?
Mm-hmm.
It's a sort of like a homebrew spin on it, where somebody makes a last stand, like a monk makes a I read it at this Curse of Strahd subreddit, a slight tweak that, like, somebody makes a valiant last stand, it might hallow the ground, or somebody makes a sacrifice, their sacrifice will bless the land, things like that.
Cool.
But yes, so Ned, you gather some news from the outside world. I will put together some information for you. You, Gawain, grab the abbot, and bring him over so that at least he can do what he can.
Okay.
Ivor, you are repairing Cesar. Yana, anything in particular that you're doing? You may all take a short rest.
Nothing really in particular. Definitely checking on Gertruda, making sure she's staying safe. What I'll probably do, discuss with the party first, obviously, is set up the fortress and give some of these new people little spending cash, so that they're not broke.
Baroquia.
That was a good one.
We should put the fortress away after you do that, though,
Oh,
just in case Strahd shows up.
Absolutely.
Casey, do you have inspiration? You can
I
have
do
inspiration.
Thank you.
Oh, that one hurt my soul.
And I don't even have a child, but these dad jokes just keep coming.
Gosh. No. All right. Yes. All of you make short rest. I'll get those
Yana,
rumors
you still
for
have
you.
my extra health from the aid spell, right? It should last until a long rest, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool.
And don't be afraid to use your hit dice, because in the new
No, I'm
edition,
gonna.
you don't get half your expended hit dice on a long rest. You get all of them back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just so you know, between. Hold on. Let me make sure I get this correct. I could get on a short rest because of the Bloodwell vial. I can regain 5 sorcery points, but also because of the Sorcerer's Restoration ability, I can get half of them back, which is another 5. I have 9 left. I'm going to use 7 to get a 5th level spell slot back before I take a short rest, and 2 to give myself 2d8 of shields from that ability that I have as a Clockwork Sorcerer.
Nice. Okay.
So essentially, I'll be back at 10, have a 5th level spell slot, and I'll remember that I have those 2 d8s worth of damage to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if this man's going to be cranky as fuck. I mean, I know he's going to be, but I don't know what's going to do with the crankiness.
All right. So as you guys finish your short rest and figure out what you're gonna do with the Reformation Center full of new external souls, Strahd approaching, but not here, threatening, looming on the horizon. Sounds like a great spot to pick up next week. Hopefully we will have a wrist back. We will start with a little bit of flashback to Riss and Amaris and Mom and Dad, and see what's going on. Riss and Amaris, Mom and Dad, maybe a little bit of Alexi as well.
Absolutely.
So with that, we will go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Oh boy, that was a lot of fun. That was great. I had to figure out what we were gonna do, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Well, this is like a very last minute thing.
Yeah, I came up with this like 6:30.
All of this, like this wasn't even like a back pocket thing that you had for like in the future.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this I came up with. I was like, what can we do? I was like, maybe we could pull a ship from the real world. It would give them something to play with, give them something to do, keep them in the city. Just because I want to start seeding some. There's some plot hooks I want to give you guys, but I didn't want to give them to you while we're missing somebody.
Mm-hmm. Ned was fishing for those plot hooks.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and when you hit us with that, like I was like, how can I help? I have mending. Hold the door.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah, absolutely. That was tons of fun. Thanks so much for playing, everybody. And thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on this journey. Thank you to everyone who joined us live. That was tons of fun. And thank you to everyone who joined us on the VODs. Thank you for watching and going on this journey with us. Oh, man. Tons of fun. We'll be back next week with another addition to this adventure. And always remember, you are the legend at the end of the Dragon's Tale. Good night, everybody.
Good night.